Hey there, beautiful soul. My name is Vidya, the voice behind Chikka Tikka Diaries, or as I like to call it, CTD. Today we're going to be making a recipe that I make on a weekly basis and commonly known in most Desi households as Paneer Bhurji. This is an incredible recipe that is simple and can be eaten for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But I'm going to be showing you my way of serving and eating this addictingly delicious recipe that can be made in 20 minutes. I've also included a free PDF guide for this Paneer Bhurji recipe that is also available on my website for you to download or print. Feel free to get your free guide in the description box below. And while you're there, make sure to click that red subscribe button so you don't miss any future CTD recipe videos. First, you'll need to get your hands on some paneer that you can find in most grocery stores nowadays. Today, I'm going to be using Nanak brand of paneer. I love this brand since I will buy a bunch of it from the grocery store and stick it in my freezer. When it comes time to cooking various Indian curries or even meal prepping this Paneer Bhurji recipe, I simply let it thaw in the fridge. This has saved me on any last-minute grocery trips, especially since Ontario is back in lockdown. To a non-stick cooking pan, we are going to be adding a little over 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, 1 teaspoon of black mustard seeds, and the optional 1 teaspoon of butter or ghee. Then we're going to be turning the stovetop on to a medium-low setting. This process of infusing the cooking oils with whole Indian spices is called tempering, and it allows for such incredible flavors when cooking. Try this way of cooking the next time you are in the kitchen. Next, we'll be prepping our aromatics by thinly chopping 2 to 3 garlic cloves, adjust as per your preference. A small ginger piece. I personally like to leave the skin of the ginger, but remember to wash it thoroughly under cold water. This is a tip my mom passed down to me when it comes to reducing any food waste while cooking. And then we'll add 2 to 3 green Thai chili peppers. You can absolutely adjust this as per your spice preference. Along with this, we're going to be adding 1 red onion that is roughly diced. Once all our aromatics are nicely chopped, we'll be adding this to our pan along with 1 teaspoon of salt. Combine all ingredients together in a medium-high heat. Then we'll be adding 1 diced tomato and now our ground spices such as 1 teaspoon red chili powder and 1 teaspoon turmeric powder. Maintain the stovetop at a medium-high heat and combine. And we'll now add our paneer. Cover with the lid and let these flavors infuse together for 2 to 3 minutes on a medium setting. Once our paneer is nicely incorporated with the other ingredients, I love to add a handful or 2 of fresh spinach. The spinach will wilt immediately with the heat of the cooking pan. It's time to do a taste test. Tasting your homemade Paneer Bhurji is the best way to know if it is to your taste preference. Like this, for example, when I realized after tasting it that it would be perfect, the juice of half a lime would add an incredible zing of flavor. Once this was well combined, it's time for my favorite part, plating and eating. I absolutely love to serve my homemade Paneer Bhurji on a plate with some pumpernickel bread, or even this tastes incredible on some toasted bagels. And finally, few slices of avocado, and of course a drizzle of some sriracha hot sauce, or if you're desi, you know, Maggi hot and sweet sauce. If you end up remaking this version of my Paneer Bhurji, make sure to take a picture and tag Chikka Tikka Diaries on Instagram. And with this, I'll see you in the next cooking video. Remember to keep smiling, beautiful soul.